Hey guys, this is my 21 week update. So I'm 21 weeks and 2 days today, doing it a day earlier than I normally would, simply because tomorrow I'm really busy. I've got work and then I've got to have my flu jab and then I've got to go pick up my nephews and yeah, just loads of stuff basically happening tomorrow, so I don't think I'll be able to fit it in. So I'm doing it now to make sure that I get it done, basically. So yeah, I shall get on with it. Weight gain. I have gained another kilogram, so that's 5 kilograms in total since the very beginning of my pregnancy, which I believe is 11 pounds exactly. So I've only got 3 more pounds and then I've gained a whole stone since the beginning of my pregnancy basically, which is good. It means I'm perfectly on track basically. I seem to be gaining between half a kilogram and a kilogram each week, which is good because I believe roughly half a kilogram is about a pound and you have to gain about a pound each week. But because I was quite small to start with, if I gain extra it's good for me. So gaining a kilogram is good. Yeah. Maternity. The only thing I've bought is this. I'll show you properly when I show you the bump. But yeah, I bought this top from New Look the other day. I think they've just recently brought out a whole new maternity range, like sort of winter range. And yeah, I saw this online and it was £25 online when in store, and it was £17.99. So I was like, oh well, I'll get it. Thought I'd treat myself because I haven't bought any maternity tops at all. Literally all the maternity stuff that I've bought isn't actually maternity stuff. Which is stuff that I'm going to stretch and I don't really care about. But yeah, this is my first actual maternity top and I love it. So yeah, I thought I'd splurge on something that will last me. Stretch marks. No, still no stretch marks. My tummy's still feeling tight and like it's reaching its limit again. But yeah, no stretch marks. Probably won't see them. I reckon I'll get some, but I probably won't see them for a little while from what I understand. Sleep, still up and down, still like sleeping okay, it's just struggle to get to sleep sometimes at night and I wake up quite a lot to go toilet or because baby's moving, just stuff like that basically. Best moment this week? I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't really done a lot. Probably at the weekend, to be honest. I went shopping, like I said, with one of my friends, and yeah, so it was nice to get out and do something. Otherwise, this week I've been working, doing housework, just mundane, boring life, to be honest. Nothing that interesting. Miss anything? No, not at the moment. I forgot to say last week, but I can't believe it. I'm over halfway. But yeah, other than obviously the typical symptoms that I've been getting, everything's been okay. I would rather be pregnant than not be pregnant at the moment. I'm enjoying it, so yeah. Movement. Yes, I've still obviously been getting movement. She's been a very active little miss. It varies. It's mainly when in the evening still, or at night, or when I'm sitting down resting. I hardly ever feel her when I'm moving. Sometimes when I'm standing still I might feel her, but often when I'm doing stuff not as much. I must admit today, like some days it's stronger and more than others, and obviously sometimes it's a little bit worrying, you're like, oh no, but I know that at the moment it's still early and they don't get into a proper rhythm until about 24 weeks I think, and then after that if you've been feeling it for quite a while, you start tracking it and counting the movements and making sure that they're doing about 10 kicks at least a day, which I'm fairly sure she's already been doing more than that, but yeah, something like that. Food cravings. No, like I said before, not really anything in particular I'm craving, but I have been having, like, my appetite has grown so much. I'm sure I've said this last couple of weeks, but this week in particular seems like massive. Like, I feel like I'll have a meal and then I'll feel full and then a couple of minutes later I'm hungry again, and it just keeps happening, and like I feel like I have to have food. I know for me it's not such a bad thing, I know it's needed. Obviously I don't want to overdo it, and now that I'm on track with everything with my weight, I do want to still be careful, but I know it's not bad. Like, obviously baby's needing it, basically. Yeah. Anything making you queasy or sick? No, still no, like everything seems fine in that department. Yeah. Gender? Still a girl as far as I know. I have been getting doubts, to be honest, because I've heard lots of scare stories, which I know I shouldn't, like, you know, read them because obviously they scare you. But yeah, I have been. And yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about whether it's definitely still a girl, just because the woman that we had at the scan, she wasn't very talkative, and when she said, oh, she was like, oh, do you want to, you know, find out what it is? And we were like, yeah. And she was like, well, I can't see anything there, so I think it's a girl. But she wasn't, like, adamant, and it sort of made me, like, Liam was like, oh no, I'm sure it was a girl. Like, we saw it too. There wasn't anything there, but I still have that niggling doubt, and basically because of that, I'm thinking about next week getting another scan. Now, I have to pay for it, but I have to have it next week because the one that I'm going to, because it's a private place, they only do the scans between, like, the quick gender scans that are cheaper, between 18 and 22 weeks. Obviously I'm 22 weeks next week, so I have to have it soon. So I've kind of got to make a decision on it very shortly. I think I'm going to go for it, because it's not too expensive, and it's literally just a quick, literally just to check the gender. Obviously I'll let you know if I do or whatever. In the next update I might actually have the pictures or whatever. Labour? No. Symptoms? Same as last week, to be honest. Backache, headaches, stretching, pains, round ligament pain, sore boobs. They've been getting actually worse, I think, this week. They feel even more sore. Yeah, stiffness, heartburn, acid reflux, bending over and putting on clothes and stuff is getting more difficult, and it's painful, and obviously everything's pulling and just the usual. To be honest, I'm getting quite used to it. It's annoying, but I know it's for a reason and it's for a good cause, so it doesn't matter. Belly button in or out? It's actually sort of half and half. Now, I don't know if I can show you very well because it doesn't seem to be coming up very well on camera, but the top part of it, I did sort of tell you about this last week, but the top part of it is coming out, and it's sort of slightly starting to push out the top, and with my top down you can sort of see it, and when I lay down, when I laugh, it pushes it out and it comes out more. So I'd say it's sort of in the in-between stage. It's not quite properly in anymore and it's not really out, so I don't know. I'll try and show you and you guys can see what you think. Happy or moody most of the time. Happy, just like I said, just worried about the whole, you know, whether it's definitely a girl, or like scared about getting like really girly things and then finding out it's a boy. Like, I'll be happy either way, whatever gender it is. I just will feel disappointed if we've thought it's a girl for so long, sort of bonded it with it as if it's a girl, and then found out it's not. But yeah, like I was saying, I just kind of feel like just a bit more anxious at the moment. But I just keep worrying about different things. I think as we're heading up to Christmas as well, and knowing that I've got to get Christmas presents and, you know, baby stuff, just got to get everything ready, and I just don't feel ready. I know it's like I don't have to be ready right now, but I don't know, I'm in that sort of nesting stage, I suppose, that, you know, where you just want to have everything already sorted. And but yeah, I'm still being emotional, still finding myself quite emotional, obviously, about sad little stories and stuff. I'm still, you know, find myself tearing up more than I normally would, but hey. What are you looking forward to? Possibly another scan? I don't know, really. There isn't really much. There's things happening. Like my best friend's little girl is turning 2 on Sunday. So yeah, I've got that to look forward to, but I've got things to look forward to. It's just that it just feels a bit hectic, really. Feels like we're suddenly rushing towards Christmas, basically. I'm planning on doing a few arts and crafts bits for baby between now and obviously when baby gets here, sort of to keep myself excited and feeling like I'm actually doing something to prepare for baby when I can't go out and buy things, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I might do some videos on them, simply because like, I've always liked the idea of doing a possible art and craft channel, and at some stage in the future I might do, but for now I'm just, because it's going to be like baby stuff, I'm going to put it on here. So yeah, if any of you are interested at all. Yeah, not really much at the moment. I wanted to also talk about the gender reveal, because after being like just so tired last week and all the excitement of everything, I sort of forgot to say everything about the gender reveal that I wanted to. So obviously you guys, well, most of you guys have probably seen the gender reveal video that I put up, and in there I put the picture that we put up on Facebook. Now that was what we did to our extended family and friends, but it wasn't what the gender reveal that for my close family and friends, if that makes sense. For my mum and my sister who I live with, we went and bought a pack of a box of raspberry like mini cupcakes, so they were like pink and girly, and we got 2 little boxes and we put a few of the cupcakes in them and gave them to my mum and my sister as a sort of, you know, surprise, and obviously like what it is, because we had to kind of come up with something quite quickly that was going to be a little bit more interesting, not just normal, you know, like it's a girl, for them, because obviously I was going to see them as soon as I came home. As it was, my sister was ringing me whilst I was preparing it, because she wanted to know already, so we ended up going into her work to give it to her. But yeah, so here's a picture of them. So yeah, that was what we did for my mum and my sister. My other sister, who lives further away from me, I literally just messaged her on Facebook and talked to her about it, because obviously it was harder to actually see her, and I wanted to be able to put that picture up on Facebook eventually, so I private messaged her and let her know beforehand, because obviously it's not like, I wanted my close family and friends to know before I put that picture up. For my friends, I literally just texted them and rang them, well, they rang me, because they wanted to know as soon as I knew, pretty much, and I wasn't really going to get a chance to do anything special for them because they didn't want to wait, but that's fine, you know, I'm just glad that I could include them and tell them before I did the Facebook picture. And then for Liam's mum, we bought a photo frame that has like 4 sections in it, and I put a picture of the first scan, a picture from the second scan, the 20-week scan, and a picture of me and Liam holding the shoes, the pink shoes, and then in one of the last box we put a picture of your future granddaughter coming 25th of February 2014. Yeah, and obviously wrapped it up, gave it to her as a present, and she was a bit like, oh, what's this? Like, aren't you going to tell me what it is? And we were like, this will tell you what it is. Yeah, and she unwrapped it, and I'll show you a picture. So yeah, that was obviously really nice because it's kind of sentimental. This is her first granddaughter, or grandchild at all, and I knew that she'd appreciate, you know, having something like that and being included. So yeah, that's all of the gender reveals really. I think I talked about the last scan, so I think in my you know, 20-week update. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to know, feel free to ask me. I'll try and answer them as best as I can. But yeah, so I shall show you my 21-week belly. So this is the top that I was saying about. Yeah, I like the heart design on it. If you couldn't tell, but yeah, it's a little bit big still for me. But I have room to grow, so that's fine with me. So I'll show you the bump in the top. You can see it with my hair on it. This doesn't look as big in this top because it's a little bit bigger for me, but yeah. Yeah, that's it in the top. This is my belly from the front. There. I don't know if you can see the little belly button lip, but yeah, it's coming out. And the front again. Inside. I'll show you quickly, see if you can see the belly button, the top bit's poking out, and like when I go like that, it comes out more. So when I'm like laying down or when I'm sitting down and resting sort of thing, when I laugh it comes out more. I don't know if you can see because it sort of dips a little, but yeah, this bit is so white. Never been tanned. Don't think it's growing anymore, but I haven't measured it, so I have no idea. Oh, maybe it has. 35 inches. You see that? It's growing another half an inch. 35 centimeters, 35 inches. Yeah, it's grown another half inch because I think it was 34 and a half last week. So, yep, still growing.